Okay, Facebook, I'm at the Anderson City Council meeting, city building.
Councilors, that means we're starting the meeting.
Holly, how you doing?
Thank you so much. Welcome everybody to this common council meeting. This is 2025 Communication Council. Hope and pledge allegiance. Everybody, please stand.
Lord, I just want to thank you for the beautiful days that we're having on the great city of Anderson, and for all those that are in it, and just as we continue to make the decisions that we best can with the information that we have. Please let us do everything we do and glorify your name as we do it. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, if you could roll call, please.
Counselor Turner.
Present.
Counselor Hurlis. Counselor Dixon. Counselor Freeman.
Here.
Counselor Colvin. Here. Counselor Landers. Here. Counselor Graham.
Here.
Counselor Newman.
Yes, ma'am.
President Stevenson.
I am here, so we continue on. Minutes to be approved.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from the May 8th meeting and the May 22nd.
Second.
Counselor Turner.
Yes.
Counselor Dixon.
Yes.
Counselor Freeman.
Yes.
Counselor Landers. Counselor Graham.
Yes.
Counselor Newman.
Yes.
I missed you.
Yeah, I was born.
Counselor Cole.
Yes.
President Stevenson.
Yes.
Did I get Newman? President, Counselor Newman. Where am I?
Good question.
It hit me all of a sudden, I missed you.
Councilor Newman, do you approve the minutes?
Mr. President, yes, I do approve the minutes.
Okay, minutes have been approved. Okay, on to communication. Mr. Weekly.
Good evening, Council. You have in front of you the updated information regarding marketing for economic development, running right at 14 leads per minute. Yeah. 14 leads per month. That's what the N means in my notes. And we're right at 120% as far as return on investment. So if you annualize that over a 2-year period for about 12% return on the people's money. Any questions?
Questions from council? Audience?
That's good.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
So we got two of the things to talk about in the communication that wasn't on the agenda, they just kind of popped it up. First one is the Shady Run Creek that we've been talking about for years now, which is the detention pond on the east side. So there's been a ton of communication that most people don't know about, between myself, Councilwoman Cole, the school system, the administration, and everything. And the neighborhood. The plan was to get some money from the school system, do a survey, which everybody's been seeing the proposals, like $6,400. So we tried to get that from the school. They said, no, they've got their own survey saying the detention pond is just fine. It did what it was supposed to do for just east side. They're taking effect, they've got the fields and everything, and then they was pushing into your guys' neighborhood.
Surrounding neighborhoods.
So I then said, fine, we're not gonna do it, we will write an ordinance, we'll pull $6,400 out of whatever budget we can to pay for this survey. I guess we cannot do that, okay, everything's gotta come from the executive, we as council legislation cannot write an ordinance and do whatever we want with the money, and reallocate the funds from different budgets and stuff, okay? So that's gotta come from administration. This all kind of happened in the last couple of weeks, and I just kind of found the final answer is no, they don't want to spend $600 on this, okay? So that happened today. There's two options, like you and I talked, you can wait till budget time, which comes up in August, and ask the mayor, again, can we allocate $6,400 or $10,000, whatever, can we give the engineer a little bit more money for this project? The only other way I can even see doing it, which I was joking but not joking, is do a GoFundMe page and do it, privatize that $6,400 to get this done. Once the survey is done, if we know the retention pond is failing, or if it's not big enough, or whatever, then you go back to the school, commission it's their problem, they didn't build it big enough, and say, hey, you guys have to fix this.
And they're gonna say it was
Lost
you,
it, everything,
you know, sorry.
no. Yes, this is.
It's gonna be a back and forth
It's gonna be a bigger.
because you guys put more water than they intend.
You need to come to the meeting, Martina.
Yes, it is gonna be nothing but a finger point, and you go
Mel.
back and say the county's responsible, because the field that is behind each side is actually county, city. So actually, we have three fingers doing this.
Yeah. Well, we started out with county and city with fingering back and forth, and then you guys, you know, figured it out, and that's your area, and then county laid it off, and
So we know where we're at. This is by no means the council trying to delay this process. I'm sick of talking about it, I wanna get it done.
yeah, we do too.
So, bear with us. I'm gonna, we're gonna talk to some of the councils, I'm gonna talk to the mayor. They say, look, how can we come up with the funds, or we're not gonna get the surveys, then we can come up with a game plan of what we need to do with that retention.
It's a survey, and the survey people's knowledge of how much water, the capacity, is being thrown over there
From the field.
from the fields, other neighborhoods that were routed to the school as well, because that's all, you know, extra offset. Even the new build that went over into the farmer's field that they trenched down and forced that towards the school to the back. The school's holding more water too because of that, and I've been getting that evidence.
So what we're at now, we know what needs to be done, right? We know what needs to be done. We just need to get the funds.
And them denying it's failed is incorrect.
I'm not disagreeing.
Evidence
Anybody can walk
doesn't
out there and
lie.
say it failed.
Live
I'm saying, so let's get
footage.
an independent surveyor like
Yeah.
we have done.
Yeah.
Get it done right. What's going on? So I want to let everybody know that's where we're at with this shitty one, creek, retention pond thing, and we're gonna get it figured out. I know we're adding time, and that's frustrating,
Yeah.
because I'm
Yeah.
frustrated too.
I mean, I know that the city council, but I found that article I was trying to talk to you about, Ms. Knoll, is, back in, July 213, the city council borrowed money from utility reserves, $2.8 million, because they knew that the next tax break or tax from the state would pull them out of that and pay that with no interest. Yet then the bonds were purchased, and then the bank bought the bonds, Star Financial, and gave you guys 4.2% on those bonds. And that was over a 12-year period, which would be this next month, July 2025. And I'm like, okay, so has the 4.6 point interest, has that been made? Can't the city borrow funds from someplace else to try to get that money like they borrowed it from, you know, the utilities back in July 2013? I mean, if you have to borrow money from another entity, sell it, make a bond, make some profit, you know, off of doing it, I mean, however, that's gotta be done. Or how about the interest of 4.5 interest on them 2-point-some million bond? All right, that maybe some of that interest could be poured over into this operation to get the, you know, survey to prove that that pond has failed. Even previous, it's failed regardless, you know, if there was more water added, it's adding more water on top of a failed detention. It's not holding it, you know, and it just, my neighbor that moved in, bought the house across the street, bought flood insurance. That house sold for $70,000 because they had to list, you know, and then the guy comes in 2 months, some flippers, and sell it for $180 in like 3 months. Oh my God, I watched the crap go on. It's just what I'm saying is like, he took his dogs for a walk the other day, asked me, hey, do you think I can go over there and walk out there in that field? I said, well, you be careful, man, because you don't want to break an ankle, and you're gonna fall knee deep, or if not more. I've been in a hole up there on my thigh. And I said, he come back, he said, oh my God. I mean, his dog was, you know, and I was like, I just would have told you not to. But I wanted you to witness what we've been dealing with, because they would like to be part of this as well, you know. I don't know that any of them are here tonight, but I let them know about it. And, you know, I just, all these promises being done, all of this for 20 years, we're going to go on 21 years here, the battle between the school board, or not, you know, the city, the 4 different mayors, and only doing a partial, a little bit here, a little bit there, you know. My wall's destroyed. I've got so much damn property damage. Everything, you know, just from this flood, and Sharon and her property damage. And I'm not going to pay that flood insurance. I can't afford it. I'm not going to. I'm a caretaker for my mom who's dying, right? And I've got better things to do to be up here all the time. Sharon's dying. You know, she's had her illnesses and her heart attacks and her strokes, and you know, on her deathbed. I mean, I'll have to roll her casket in here, people, because this is, you know, it's getting old, really. And we're trying to take care of this in a just manner, professionally, locally, without going, you know, on these other avenues. And I'm the one that really trying to keep some of that at bay for you, or for anybody. And, you know, we don't have the money to do that as well, but, you know, we're gonna have to somehow adjust, rearrange, stop, slow down, and figure it out. But we're hoping that you guys will keep the word of this city, keep the mayor, and put forth his hand to do something right. I mean, that's why I had to ask you about the county jail. I mean, so far I'm seeing nothing but, you know, a legacy of let's house the youth that'll be adults later, and let's house them damn homeless people. Let's build a bigger jail. I'm just, you know, the money, the waste, back pocket, the nepotism, people who are related doing these jobs and taking the taxpayer money. But they gotta figure out how to get a kickback, goddamn. You know, and if you can't get the kickback, then you don't got the job.
Martin, like I said.
I'm sorry.
I'm working.
It's true.
I just
It's
want to
true.
talk about this.
And the papers, the newspapers, please.
Retention bond.
Let's just be real with it, Mr. Ken. You know, tell the truth and quit covering up and protecting everybody.
Okay, I just want to talk about it.
I know.
It wasn't on the agenda, we just found this out today, I just wanted to make it public, where we're at.
I wanna make it public of how we feel about this.
I know. I'm frustrated too. I'm living, so I understand, just give us a little bit of time to come up.
Your engineer's hid the whole time. He's been indisposed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One more thing under communication was the
Yeah.
complete streets we talked about.
Yeah, we had a special meeting, are you coming this year? Or Paul, are you coming up this year? We had for those that aren't aware, we had a meeting, what the date was? 22nd, thank you. About the complete streets, special meeting, so we could inform the public of what that actually was. There's been a lot of confusion on what that was. And so myself, Brian over at IMCOG, and Matt, we're going to need to kind of go over what that ordinance looked like, because, Mr. Leslie pointed out some things that we, cannot have, which is an agreement, that he was not comfortable writing the ordinance, and so then, the mayor, understood, heard that, and decided he wanted to, take charge of writing an ordinance, basically, is my understanding, and so he went to you and has asked you to write the ordinance. So, Paul and Matt and Matt, house engineer, are working together, so I know Lance and I have basically asked you to get that done at ASAP, because then we will take that, back to Ben Orcutt, who's been very vocal about the complete streets, and, as well as Ryan, to see if there's anything that we are missing, or if we would like to have more teeth, or has enough, or we're good with it, before we bring it before the council.
Yeah, and I will have that ready, for next month. I mean, if you have your own process where you wanna review or
Just
whatever.
not, like, what do you mean, like,
I think really the biggest thing is, we want to get it before, don't get it to us
Right.
Wednesday before.
I will get it to you as soon as I possibly can. I already have a rough draft, just kind of going through a review of that, and I need to meet with Matt. But, it'll be ready.
Thank you.
Hey, Paul,
Yes, sir.
will you explain to the listening public and everybody else exactly what, the complete street?
Yes, the complete streets is more or less just sort of a framework for the design, construction, and maintenance of any new streets or any repaving, things of that nature. It sort of flips, I guess the easiest way to put it is, prior to this sort of idea or design concept, it was, well, can we put in a crosswalk or sidewalks or bike lanes or whatever? And it was, you know, if we had the ability and the funds to do that, then we would consider doing that. The Complete Streets takes the approach of approach every project thinking you're going to put these things in or include these things. And then if you're not going to include those, that there be a reason for that. The way, what was presented to council from Ben was some, I'm not sure exactly where he got it from, but some of the language in there was problematic as far as ordering shall do this, shall do this, shall do this. It also created a lot more hurdles and a much more burdensome process for the design and planning of streets. So we're just kind of tweaking that, going off the county's model, what they adopted, more or less, just kind of a loose framework when, you know, you're designing streets and constructing those, that you take all these things into consideration.
Now, is that gonna require hiring a new people, or are you gonna use existing people to perform that work?
I guess it would just depend on the final form of the resolution and what is required versus what isn't required, and what sort of workload that would entail. I know for some of the things in the prior draft, I mean, they would require, you know, an engineering firm to look at a lot of those things, which can be very costly and problematic. But I think what the county adopted was a lot more workable than what was presented to this council initially. So using that as a starting point.
Now, you refer to the county. Will you include in those package information as to what the county has already done?
Yeah, and I think last month council received their resolution that was adopted by the county commissioners.
Well, my point of it is, I want to
Yeah.
comparison.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't care what you guys talked about last
Yep.
month, but I'm talking about, if I'm gonna work with something, I want on-hand information, I can make my own comparisons, you know. But
Yep.
I can, address the issues talked about, as the lady out there has did a while ago. It seems that certain individuals can get certain things done in a certain community, and other communities, and I'm referring to minority community, can't get a damn thing done right. So I want to full, address the issue as it should be.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. That's it for communications. Move on to ordinances real quick before we start. Ordinance 15-25 will be removed from the agenda because it was tabled at the economic development commission. 15-25 has been removed. We'll bring it up. I'm done.
President, I would like to introduce ordinance 11-25 for first reading.
Ordinance 11-25, an ordinance designating an economic development target area for Matthews Nursery.
Mr. Wheatland.
City council members, thank you for hearing this issue. This is a request for a residential abatement. The party is Matthew Murray, who's here with us to answer any questions you might have about his new single-family residence, which is being planned for 3302 Waterway Boulevard. Estimated construction cost of $508,420. It does not constitute infill housing, so it is a 3-year abatement. This is in the Clearwater addition, section 1, lot 22. So with that, I'll ask Mr. Murray to come to the microphone, answer any questions you might have, and then ask for your consideration.
Just want to give us a brief idea of what you're building and
The building, like you said, on Clearwater, a new build that is 1 story, roughly 2,100 square feet, beginning construction soon.
you're Anderson born and raised.
Yes, been in Anderson my whole life. Live in Ruston Manor now. So,
Staying in the district, that's good.
yep.
Any questions for Mr. Murray?
What was the price of the project?
508,
Now,
$508,440.
and on what type of abatement we're talking about? 2, 3, 5,
3 years.
It's actually gonna make clear water. There's no way behind it.
I have a question for Brett. We were just kind of, Clayton's asked me this, but I just want to see, there, how many spots are left over there? And I could see 4, which is, do you know how many in that area?
I
I
think,
know it's starting to get.
yeah, it's
full.
pretty full. I think there may be 5. But I don't think there's more than 5.
Yeah.
That's just about done.
I knew it was close.
Oh, you have a second phase?
There's a second phase on the other side of the lake.
But,
Okay.
but at least.
So Tim is saying there is a second phase plant on the other side of the lake. I don't know how many lots.
I don't know either, they haven't done final plat on
Yeah,
it.
so the final plat hasn't been done. That's.
Any other questions for Mr. Murray or Mr. Winkler? Any questions from the audience? Question been called?
Counselor Turner?
Yes.
Counselor Dixon? Counselor Freeman?
Yes.
Counselor Cole?
Yes.
Counselor Landers?
Yes.
Counselor Graham?
Yes.
Counselor Newman?
Yes.
President Stevenson?
Yes, ordinance 11-25 is passed its first reading.
Mr. President, I would like to introduce ordinance 11-25 for suspension.
Second.
Ordinance number 11-25, an ordinance designated an economic development target area for Matthew Murray.
Council, you got any further questions, Mr. Winkler or Mr. Murray? Any questions from the audience? Questions been called?
Counselor Turner?
Yes.
Counselor Dixon? Counselor Freeman?
Yes.
Counselor Cole?
Yes.
Counselor Landers?
Yes.
Counselor Graham?
Yes.
Counselor Newman?
Yes.
President Stevenson?
Yes, ordinance 11-25 is passed its second reading.
Mr. President, I would like to ask for suspension of the rules to allow for third reading.
Second.
Counselor Turner?
Yes.
Counselor Dixon? Counselor Freeman?
Yes.
Counselor Cole?
Yes.
Counselor Landers?
Yes.
Counselor Graham?
Yes.
Counselor Newman?
Yes.
President Stevenson?
Yes, the rules are suspended.
Mr. President, I would like to introduce ordinance 11-25 for its third reading.
Second.
Ordinance 11-25, an ordinance designating an economic development target area for Matthew Murray.
Any questions?
Council, any other questions? Any questions from the audience?
Question.
Question been called?
Counselor Turner?
Yes.
Counselor Dixon? Counselor Freeman?
Yes.
Counselor Cole?
Yes.
Counselor Landers?
Yes.
Counselor Graham?
Yes.
Counselor Newman?
Yes.
President Stevenson?
Yes, ordinance 11-25 is passed its third and final reading, with the signature of the mayor and the clerk.
Thank you, Council.
Thank you, Mr. Murray.
Thank you.
Mr. President, I move for the reading of ordinance 11-25. Second.
Ordinance 12-25, an ordinance designating economic development target area for Prestige Enterprises 317 LLC.
Mr. Winkler.
Council, thank you for hearing this. This is a request for a 6-year abatement because it does constitute a plaza. Street address is 3220 Marine Drive. Estimated construction cost of $120,000. And it is, of course, a single-family residence. And I have Mr. Steele here with us this evening to answer any questions you might have. So, looking forward to introducing him to you. And why don't you tell him a little bit about what it is that you're going to be building and how you're going to be building?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jerry Steele. I purchased 2 acres on Marine Drive. I'm going to build a all-metal structure, going green, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, just average size, about 2,000 square foot. Basically, just a basic house other than the runoff that we get normally from shingles. So with a metal roof to eliminate some of the runoff. State-of-the-art heat zone systems versus having 2 two-stage systems. We'll go with the zone system, which just be, each room will be zoned. We could be able to utilize one condenser versus adding two condensers for a two-story street, which is usually what we normally have. That's about it.
Is it business?
No, it's residential. It'll be my home. It'll be my personal home.
Or where are you from?
I'm from Marion.
Area?
Marion, Indiana.
Welcome.
Well, reason I ask that question, you know, I'm out of Mississippi, we used to build all our homes in that area with metal roofs.
Yep.
So, question on the metal, on the construction itself, let me ask, because $120,000 is not a lot of money for a house. So
Well,
you said
unfortunately-
steel, roof, pitch and stuff, I just wanna make sure it's not a storage container or something we can run out there.
The reason why I'm able to do that cost is because I carry auto license. I'm a master mechanic, plumber, heating and cooling. I've been doing it for 40 years. I'm self-employed. I've been self-employed out of Indy. My track record speaks for itself. I'm internet based. I'm still currently employed. So I can do all the work myself. So I'll save all the money and the labor. Only cost I have is the material. So then once I'm done with it, of course, I'll praise out over the market value. Of course, I'll be priced out for the deal, but I'm planning on staying. It's okay.
That's great. I'd ask.
How long did you live in the area?
I've been born and raised.
You ever know Quentin Patterson?
No.
Who's on the council?
Councilman Newman, did you have a question?
I'm coming out of the tunnel there on Brown Street. I'm headed southwest. Are you owning the property that's up here on the hill?
Yep, right at the viaduct.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
Councilman Turner?
I just want to say that Mr. Stills built privacy fence and stuff around his property, and it's very attractive. So, he's a neighbor to my citizens. That's, and I say he's doing a real good job.
You guys know.
Well, my oldest brother owns the property, and he knows it. I just got to meet him tonight.
Any other questions from council?
I think just to see it, because that's a very, I love the idea of the green, you call it green, or green?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have like solar, or like what?
No solar panels. I'm gonna go with steam heat.
Okay.
In the summertime, I'm gonna go with a zone system. Each room will be zoned on one system.
Any other questions from council? Questions from the audience?
Question.
Questions being called?
Counselor Turner?
Yes.
Counselor Dixon?
Yes.
Counselor Freeman?
Yes.
Counselor Cole?
Yes.
Counselor Landers?
Yes.
Counselor Graham?
Yes.
Counselor Newman?
Yes.
President Stevenson?
Yes, ordinance 12-25 is passed its first reading. Mr. President, I move the second reading of 12-25. Second.
Ordinance 12-25, an ordinance designating the economic development target area for Prestige Enterprises 317 LLC.
Any questions, Council?
Council? Any questions from the audience? Questions been called?
Counselor Turner?
Yes.
Counselor Dixon? Counselor Freeman?
Yes.
Counselor Cole?
Yes.
Counselor Landers?
Yes.
Counselor Graham?
Yes.
Counselor Newman? President Stevenson?
Yes, ordinance 12-25 is passed its second reading.
Mr. President, move for suspension of the rules.
Second.
Counselor Turner?
Yes.
Counselor Dixon?
Yes.
Counselor Freeman?
Yes.
Counselor Cole?
Yes.
Counselor Landers? Counselor Graham?
Yes.
Counselor Newman?
Yes.
President Stevenson?
Yes, rules have been suspended.
Mr. President, move for third and final reading of ordinance 12-25.
Second.
Ordinance 12-25, an ordinance designating an economic development target area for Prestige Enterprises 317 LLC.
Any council, any other questions? Any questions from the audience? Questions been called?
Counselor Turner?
Yes.
Counselor Dixon? Counselor Freeman?
Yes.
Counselor Cole?
Yes.
Counselor Landers?
Yes.
Counselor Graham?
Yes.
Yes.
Councilor Newman.
Yes.
President Stevenson.
Yes, ordinance 12-25 is passed its third and final reading, awaits the signature of the president and the mayor. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. President, for the ordinance 14-25, please. Sir. First reading.
Ordinance 14-25, an ordinance amending ordinance number 1141, ordinance number 2439, and ordinance number 39-63 of the city of Anderson, Madison County, Indiana, with respect to a change in the zone map as to certain real estate within the city of Anderson, as herein described.
Here's Mr. Sires.
Council President, council members, this piece of property should be familiar to you. You just annexed it into the city roughly a month ago, back on May 8th. It is the 4.99 acres that runs behind Unified Group Insurance Building on East 67th Street, 3131 East 67th to be exact. They annexed this property, and now it is your job and our Plan Commission's job to assign a zone class to this property. It's got to be zoned something to be allowed to develop on this ground. The acreage, 2 parcels, total 4.81 acres. It does adjoin the south edge of Unified Property. The actual petitioner's name is Double M Properties LLC. Parcels A and B, again, total 4.81 acres. You did annex this back on May 8th of last month. Acreage currently is farm ground. The logical zone class chosen by the petitioner was to zone it the same as the Unified Property that this connects to, and it is I-1, light industrial. I-1 zone class is a zone district which allows most existing industrial developments and provides for their expansion. All uses must be conducted inside the building or confined in the interior of the building. It also does allow residences and businesses. Staff would add this group, this petitioner, Unified, does plan in the near future, I believe, to add on to their Unified building. It's pictures of their building. You go down East 67th Street. The ground would be to the back of the parking lot and down the county road banks to the east. Property to the south, east, and west of this property, map back, basically surrounding to the southeast and west is in Madison County, so our new city limit line would be along where the property was annexed. The county zones that property PR, which is Parks and Recreation. Plan Commission did vote unanimously 8-0 in favor of this proposed zoning to I-1. Staff-wise, we are recommending approval of this proposed I-1 industrial zoning, mainly because it does adjoin property that is already zoned to I-1. It also does allow for, as I said, residential and business uses. Petitioner is here, represented by their attorney, Mike Austin. Mike?
Thank you. For the record, I'm Mike Austin, local attorney, office at 911 Green Street. Again, as Tim said, we've already discussed this subject, and the objective here was to take land that would be used for expansion of parking, which was in the county. So that's now been annexed, now been annexed into the city, and that was completed just last month. So the Unified Group Services, which occupies the main building, their goal is to expand. They presently have about 190 employees. Goal is to get closer to 300. So the building would be expanded, but that's already in the city, and some of this additional land can only be used for parking. So we're seeking your support, and as Tim said, what we're doing is taking land that does not have a zone class because it was in the county, it's now been annexed, and need to assign a zone class to it. I-1 makes sense because that's where the adjoining real estate for the Unified Group Services building, that's how that is zoned at the present time. Andrew Eller from Unified Group Services is here. If the council has any questions about this project. Appreciate it, thank you.
Any questions for Michael?
Michael, you said it was no zone, it was within, in Madison County, or is that Henry County?
It's Madison.
So it's still, or was in Madison, County. It remains in Madison County, right?
Correct, yes, yeah, but now with the city, the zone map has been expanded to the south to incorporate this.
So what was that, agriculture, before, or?
Yeah, it was an agricultural use before agricultural zoning. So at present, when it comes into the city, there is no zone class assigned. So as part of the annexation, we have to go ahead and apply for, and then go through the usual process, which involves notifying surrounding property owners, putting the ad in the newspaper, which we have done now.
And what are you, it's going to be put in there, is it insurance, or?
Well, I think Andrew can talk about the business, but it would be, they do claims processing, and including the process claims to the city of Anderson. Maybe Andrew could talk briefly about the business. Andrew Eller.
Hi, I'm Andrew Eller, CFO of Unified Group Services. We process health claims for employer health claims, so we do that for the city, other employers around here, if you're out in Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky. And so it's all based inside the office. As Mike said, we're looking to grow, expand, so build on, and with that, we need more parking. And so these parcels will allow us to have more parking, so everybody can have a parking spot and figure out which one's a favorite one. So, but yeah, the zoning needs to be done on that to get it.
So how many additional employees do you anticipate?
We're looking to add another 110 employees.
Council, any other questions? Any questions from the audience? Questions from the audience?
Counselor Turner.
Yes.
Counselor Dixon. Counselor Freeman.
Yes.
Counselor Cole. Yep. Counselor Landers. Yes. Counselor Graham.
Yes.
Counselor Newman.
Yes.
President Stevenson.
Yes, ordinance 14-25 is passed as first reading.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to bring forth for the second reading. 14-25, please.
Second.
Ordinance 1425, an ordinance amending ordinance number 1141, ordinance number 2439 and 39-63 of the city of Anderson, Madison County, Indiana, with respect to changes in zone map as to certain real estate within the city of Anderson as herein particularly described.
Council, do you have any further questions?
I've got a comment for
Mr. Linder?
every time I call out to, which is about every 3 months, whoever answers the phone, they sure don't call.
It's good. It's good. Good to hear. So appreciate the feedback. That's one of the things we like to do, is have a live answer so that don't get stuck in a phone tree, and get your answers and problems taken care of and move on. So appreciate that feedback.
Any other questions or comments from council? Any questions from the audience?
Question.
Questions or comments?
Counselor Turner.
Yes.
Counselor Dixon.
Yes.
Counselor Freeman.
Yes.
Counselor Cole.
Yes.
Counselor Landers.
Yes.
Counselor Graham.
Yes.
Counselor Newman.
Yes.
President Stevenson.
Yes, ordinance 14-25 is passed as second reading. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, the city council meeting is over. So that's it for this week. I'll see you next week.